sometimes people wrongly read this little paragraph here in 1 Timothy 5, and they think Paul's telling Timothy, don't ever confront an older man. That's not what he's telling Timothy at all. In fact, Paul repeatedly told both Timothy and Titus, his other apprentice, to confront people when necessary. Remember in 1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 3, as I urged you when I was going to Macedonia, remain at Ephesus so that you may command certain persons not to teach a different doctrine. You think that involves some amount of confrontation? Yeah, and who do you think's spouting these different doctrines? Well, we don't know for sure, but I don't think it matters. It's like if someone who's younger than Timothy is spouting a heretical doctrine, do you think Timothy should address that? If somebody older than Timothy is spouting a heretical doctrine, do you think he should address that? Yes. Okay. Now there's a whole list of passages we could see this basic principle in. I don't want to belabor the point to you. In Titus chapter 2 and verse 15, Aiden, we're skipping some of these because we just don't need to. But Titus chapter 2 verse 15, this was explicit. He tells Titus, declare these things, exhort and rebuke with all authority. Let no one disregard you. Again, that's a kind of authority that I am loath to exercise. Right? What's he telling Titus there? He's telling Titus that when necessary, you look at somebody and you tell them, hey, look at me and listen. No, you don't get to look. Like what I do with my kids sometimes. You know? Sometimes I tell so one of my children has this habit right now of, I'll say, hey, girls, it's time to clean up. And she just walks out of the room. And I'm like, hey, get over here. I'm not going to let you disregard me. And Paul's telling Titus to do that. Do not let anybody, like Titus, when there is a need to rebuke, you do it. So Paul has told both Timothy and Titus, and there's lots of other passages there, to teach, command, proclaim, warn, and rebuke as necessary. So Paul, in 1 Timothy 5, he's not forbidding Timothy from giving correction. Rather, he's instructing Timothy on the right manner in which to give the correction.